Hey, Gigi. Hey, Amy. I was sitting here waiting and waiting because typically I'll see a couple people come in and say something, and Cheran's not quite here, so I was just sitting here waiting and waiting. I finally thought I'm just gonna go in there and go in live, even if nobody's here yet. So, how you guys doing? Everybody good? I got a giant piece of paper. Amy, I hear you're gearing up for surgery. Thank you, Cheran. My fault. My bad. I forgot to send Cheran what she needs to get in. Oh my goodness. There you go. I am so sorry, Cheran. Hey, Julie. Gigi, are you recovered from this afternoon? That was another long one. It wasn't going to be that long, but we went back and went over some things because some of the people didn't, weren't there at the beginning. All right. So I am grabbing. This should bring Cheran right into us. Yeah, time ran away. Isn't that crazy, Julie? So yeah, it's noon on Sunday for you. Oh, there she is. Yay. I am so
Hi, guys.
I'm so sorry. That was my total fault for not getting
you just a moment here.
Information. Can you hear, or do you not have your earbuds in yet? I'm going to say she probably doesn't have her earbuds in yet. Nope, but all good. Me either, Gigi. I had to run out, suck in some fresh air, get something to drink and something to eat.
Hey, guys. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can barely hear you. I don't know why. I feel like I'm doing a Sprint commercial all the time.
Can you hear me better now?
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Yeah. We're not going to do that tonight.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. We're not going to do that all night long. We're going to ignore that because we're taking care of it.
No.
We're just going to ignore it.
Yeah. Did you tell them what I did?
No, I didn't. No, but I just barely came in right before you did, and I am so sorry because that is so totally my fault that you weren't here. And I was sitting here waiting. I didn't see anybody in the chat, and you weren't here yet. And I'm sitting there waiting. I finally thought, I'm just going to go in. And then I go in, and there everybody is. So I'm sorry. That was my fault that Cheran was late. You can't hear me.
I was like waiting and waiting.
You're Margie. I know.
Oh, look, perfect.
Did you text me? Oh, that's a perfect shot there, Cheran.
That was an accident completely.
No.
I'm trying to see. Okay, got it. I'm plugged in.
Mm-hmm.
My shot is good.
The shot's perfect.
Yeah.
Hey, text me. Say, where the heck are you? Send me.
Okay. I figured you'd get it eventually. I figured it was no big deal.
Oh, man. Yeah. It's been a long day, and
I know.
Scrappy's here. You've met Scrappy Doodle 78, right?
Well,
Shelly.
We haven't met formally, but hello, Shelly.
No, Shelly and Julie.
Scrappy Doodle's been here before.
And Shirley. Hey, Shirley. Shirley's been working all day too.
And Miss Julie and Margie, is that right?
Margie Faluke. Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Yep, that's Margie.
And Gigi. And yeah, great. Yep. Did we miss anyone?
And Kathy's here. All right.
Hey, Kathy.
Yeah. Well, just so most of you who've been riding all afternoon with me, just so you know, and I'm going to speak softer because I have it on good authority that we're really loud.
Oh, yeah, we try not to be.
No, we haven't. We know that we're really loud, but last week we tried to get it a little bit more in check, and it's just hard when we get around all of our friends and each other, and we get excited about this stuff that we're so passionate about, and then we tend to get loud and excited. So
I'm a loud person anyway, and I'm wearing earbuds, so that's it's hard to talk softly in earbuds.
Yeah, can you do just one, or does that not work?
Well, I've been doing that lately, but I was having a hard time hearing you, so I put both of them in for a minute. I'm probably going to take one out, though.
So those who've been hanging with me all afternoon, just so you know, tonight's live is going to be an hour and a half. That's all. And then you can all go crash.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to do something fun, too.
Margie, don't mess with me like that. We might get loud again. You don't want us to get loud again. Let's see here. I'm going to plug this in.
So I want to show you something.
Okay.
Okay, we've been making our bit buckets and like putting all of our little scraps in, and look what I have done. I am running out of bits. I can make more bits though.
What?
Look at this. I have this.
How come you've been collaging without us?
I have that. Well, I was like trying to get through my pile,
Uh-huh.
This is just in the last. This is in the last week and a half,
Nice.
So this one's really cool.
Cheran.
Yes.
I don't have a bit bucket. I have bit bins.
That's okay.
Multiple bins.
Yes. Bit boxes work.
Big plastic boxes. Big plastic worth. And
those are fine too.
My point is, I need to use them up, and you went and used yours up without us.
Oh, I've got more. I do have more. I just
fit room.
I may use a larger piece of something tonight, though, if I'm looking for a specific color. So that's just what my wording was, in case I needed to pull out a larger scrap.
I'm going to collage on this, which is a 2019 calendar. And
cool.
It is like,
I have one of those.
18, it is like 19 by 14.
They're big. And guess what I'm collaging on? I call my collages, when I do them like this, I call them sugar rolls for this reason right here. I use sugar bags.
Oh yeah.
And then I can roll them up. Like this one rolls up because it's a sugar bag right here.
Yeah.
And that's so handy until I'm ready to use them, like just to roll them up.
Yeah.
So they are my sugar rolls.
Like that. I don't have any sugar bags like that, but I have flour rolls that have the two layers of the bag.
Right. Yeah. And technically that's already got glue on it. You just get it wet.
Technically, all you have to do is add some water to it and mush it around, and it should be ready.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, so
I'm thinking about
that's
this.
what we're gonna do.
When we were little kids, we used to mix flour and water and have paste, and then we would take that paste and we would do collage. We would do
pinatas.
Pinatas. What do you call that? What's the word? It's escaping me right now. Layer and layer and layer on something.
Decoupage? I don't know. Paper mache.
Paper mache, thank you. We would do
Yeah.
paper mache with that. And those things lasted forever. So why is it that now, as adults, we spend so much money on glue when we could use flour and water back then and it was just fine?
I actually saw a recipe the other day that called for flour, water, glue, flour, water, sugar, baking soda, and a little bit of vinegar, and it puffs up, and then you boil it and cook it and cook it and cook it. It was pretty cool.
Goodness.
It's super strong glue. It'll hold anything, rocks, glass. Wow. I might make some.
That's like making your own puff paint, right?
I never did that.
Time for the Diet Dr. Pepper.
You made puff paint?
No, but that's what puff paint does. And so I'm thinking if you did that and it puffs up and, all that.
Oh, no.
That'd be like.
Well, it puffs up in the pan.
Oh.
Yeah. Not in once you add the baking soda and the vinegar, it just puffs right up. And then, Yeah. So I'm going to get busy. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah,
I haven't decided.
You were here to stir my glue pot. I haven't touched my glue pot for probably 3 weeks, and so I thought it probably needed a little bit of water and maybe
Mine
even
probably needs
glue.
Yeah.
Maybe even need more glue. Those who haven't.
I'm just going to dump some of this in there.
I'm going to, what's that? Oh, Mod Podge?
Little Mod Podge. I actually have a different kind of glue in there, but I'm just going to mix them together. I'm doing science.
Oh, well, nice. Just mix them up. Great.
Yeah. Hopefully there's not vinegar and baking soda in here.
Hey, Crystal. Royal G. Cheran, meet Royal G. That is Crystal.
Hi, Crystal.
New to our
Glad to have you here.
And she's so excited, and she's new to journaling.
Oh,
yeah. And so we went long today, and we were sharing lots of ideas with her to do with things and talking about tutorials in our lives and our community that is so sharing and caring, and so that she doesn't have to do it alone.
Oh, yeah. And a lot of us are new, actually.
Yeah. Well, that's true. Cheran is actually new to junk journaling. She's an artist by trade.
Yeah.
And journaling is a new venture for her. She never did paper crafts before, right, Cheran?
Yeah, other than maybe some like redoing furniture and stuff, like paper stuff,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paper mache.
So it's very exciting. Yeah, stuff like that I've done.
Collage.
I've done some sculptures like that.
So
I'm just gonna do this.
Kathy's asking my glue pot. So I just wanted, this is just a tiny little plastic container. Whoops. That's why I put this down so glue can go everywhere with a lid. I put a little piece of saran wrap over it, and then I put the lid down on that, which helps it keep it airtight because it's still hard for glue to not dry out. There's a lot of extra room in here. I never fill it up to the top. But what I have is just 3 of those little cosmetic wedges. See that? Just 3 of the little cosmetic wedge sponges in here. And tacky glue. And that's all I have in here is tacky glue and a little bit of water. So I kind of mix it up so that the water isn't just sitting here and the glue, is a little bit more malleable, so it'll spread a little easier over a larger surface. Yeah. And I just keep it in this. So I just keep this like right at fingertips at my desk, and anything I'm doing where I just need to spread a bunch of, glue or do a quick collage or whatever, I grab this. That's my glue pot.
So I have a little secret. I have a couple of them actually. The first one is if you're going to collage along with us today, we're going to start doing some weekly sort of prompts. Yeah. And you might have the inside scoop to know that our prompt is to do a collage today or this week. So, and they will be used for something next week.
Did you post that?
So that's a lot of excitement. No, I didn't. I couldn't remember if I was supposed to or not because we talked about it and then we talked about 19 other things.
Oh, yeah.
So
That's okay.
I could not remember. And you were busy and I was busy. And
oh, look at them. Everybody thumbs up. They're amazing.
Oh, you guys are awesome. Thank you.
Best group ever. Yeah, so every Saturday before we do the live, we'll post one of us, probably Cheran, we'll post the prompt of the week. And typically, whatever the prompt is, we will do something about that or do it to demonstrate it that night at the live. And a lot of times it will lead into something else. So like Cheran said, tonight we're collaging, and the collage, and woo! Did you see that? Oh, you didn't. It was probably off camera. Nice little flip.
I didn't.
A little flip in my paintbrush, but it was off camera. So you have
I've done that
all week actually to collage and have it ready for next week. That's why we wanted to do it tonight. So you have a week to do that. Do it together whenever it's easy for you. And the collage that we make tonight or today or this week is going to be used in next week's prompt, and it is something we have not done before. Neither of us.
Me either.
Oh, I have done it before, but I'm not in this group. We have not.
Okay.
We have not done it before in this group. Neither of us has filmed a tutorial about it. We've not even talked about it. I mean, in the group, you know, that kind of thing. I'm going to put that on an edge. So the reason Cheran said use your bit bucket for this, or was going to say that when she will say that when she
posts, yeah,
is because, you know, when you collage, yeah, Cheran, don't glue your cord.
I know. I tucked it into my shirt again.
Oh, you know, when you collage, there's different times. Like sometimes you want to put on big pieces like this, you know, tear them up and have big pieces, especially on a great big board like this. But for this particular collage, the bit bucket is great because those tiny bits are going to make a whole bunch of little tiny things on your paper, and that will
Can I
good.
Interject with I explain again what a collage is and what we're doing tonight. We're going to do something else with it, so you don't want to have really a focal point. We're not looking for focal points tonight. We're just looking for a background. That's it.
Okay.
A master board would be something, we talked about this last week, I know, but a master board, in case anybody didn't catch it, is something that, ooh, my hair, that'll be fun in there, that you make copies of and you cut up. But a collage is something that you make one of, and you know, you use it right away, you know, like doesn't have to be right away, but you know, yeah. So that's the difference. And so we're not looking for focal points at all. So if you guys are going to do this with us, that's not necessary. Just start gluing down all those little bitty bits of paper that you didn't know what to do with. And this is the time, really.
Anybody know what this is?
I'm going to let them answer because I can't see it.
Anybody want to take a guess? Take a guess and say what this is. Hi, Bernice. Take a guess and tell me what this is. Anybody? Anybody? And I told Crystal earlier, I'll tell her again, that Crystal, it is not tissue paper. It does kind of look like that, huh? If you have questions, if something doesn't make sense, if we said it too fast, please just ask. We happen to know that we both talk fast. And if we think that most of the people here have, you know, are semi-familiar with something, a lot of times we just whip right through it. But we'd love to go back and do something in depth or answer the questions, because everybody wants you to pick it up and, you know, have fun with it. Coffee filter? Nope. Both of those are awfully close.
Boy, I wish I had some coffee. I saw somebody post that, and I need to let y'all know my chat is disconnected. I'm not sure about any of the rest of it, but we're just going to keep going. Okay?
So you have no chat? Okay.
What's that? Yeah, it's telling me no chat.
I will tell you then what is in the chat if it's, you know, if you need to know.
Okay. It might come back around, but it's spinning.
Tissue mulberry paper. It is not tissue paper. Let me get it a little closer here. It looks
a Taco Bell napkin.
It is not, it is not tissue paper.
No? Okay.
It is not a dryer sheet. It is not rice paper, not mulberry. All of those things are so close.
Excellent. Excellent.
Yeah. In that they are texturally very much like this. So those are really great guesses. I hadn't even thought of all of those. Although I will say that this is a dryer sheet, and we'll have a tutorial coming up soon using.
I wanted to try that, but I haven't yet.
Let me do this. Okay, that little piece of pink that I had. How about I show you this? Now can you tell me what it is?
I could only guess.
Can you see it?
No.
Oh, you can't?
No, I can't. It's okay.
No.
As long as you guys can see me. Can they see me? Because that's what matters.
They can see you.
Okay, we're good. Then I'm going to keep going.
Close, Scrappy. And if I fold it in half like that, you're close, Scrappy. Let me see. I've got another one of another color. Yes, Kathy Lake got it. Oh,
what is it? Now you got to tell me.
Margie got it, and then Kathy got it at both within the same minute time. 4, 5. Wait, wow, 5, 6, 7. 7 people posted at virtually the exact same time. So Margie and Kathy got it. It is a sanitary pad package. You know, that look like dryer sheet type stuff that they're wrapped in.
Oh,
and it's pink.
Oh, I haven't seen those in a long time.
I haven't either, but my sister has. Or my, no. It's funny. Yeah, it's just pretty bright pink, and the other one is lavender, like a really nice pale lavender.
Crazy.
Well,
that's funny.
Tear a little bit of it. That would be really pretty in a collage, right? And it's done.
You out your mind.
One thing I don't like about collaging on this calendar is I'm going to cover up this really nice saying over here, and I like the saying. It says optimism. Optimism is a happiness magnet. If you stay,
it is.
If you stay positive, good things and good people will be drawn to you. I love that.
I do too.
That's like my life's motto. Waste not one.
Me too.
That's right, Shirley. Who'd have thunk it? Who'd have thunk you use a sanitary? Look, I have several of them. But
did your sister like go through her stuff and go, oh, I bet Marianne would love this for her books?
Hey.
Yeah. That's pretty funny. You got to admit.
Yeah. Trained. They make the wrappers now prettier than anything we ever had. You know, and prettier than what's inside it, that's for darn sure. My family is now saving me their trash. I love it.
That's wonderful until you're done and move on to a different hobby. And then you're like, I don't want your garbage anymore. Until you're like, but you'll always be doing something mixed media. So I have a feeling that's always going to be a thing. Yeah.
Yep. Can always use it because there will always be mixed media.
Me too.
Yeah. And it's cloth-like. Margie's right. It's like you can see through it. It's like filmy, like tissue. But
is it like?
But you try to, and it's like cloth. It's very strong.
Is it like dryer sheet?
Kind of, yeah.
Fabric, sort of.
A lot like that. A lot like that. But it's really strong when you go to tear it. It's really strong. All right, I need some color in here. I can't even.
So I do color themes when I do this sort of thing. I go into like a color family, and even if I start like, it could be a rainbow, but I'll start on one side and kind of match colors if I know I'm going to use it for something like we are. I mean, I can't imagine not using it for something, but
right.
I have, yeah. The other secret I have, should I tell them?
Sure.
Do you know what it is?
Oh, well, I don't know. Maybe just wait and see if they actually can tell. But you know, that'll be a week. So.
Well, no, they'll be able to tell.
You can tell them. It might make them feel better for being here.
It'll make me feel better.
Well,
I have a new phone and new phone service coming.
Everybody's been so loyal
and internet
that it is really. I think they deserve to know.
Which about my phone and my internet?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, they've hung with us, even though all the technology problems we've had. So yeah, start the now. Cheran has a new phone and new phone service and new
internet.
It's coming at home, and yeah, we're gonna party hardy with that.
Yeah, we're gonna party, man.
Okay. All right. I hate those guys.
Me too. Was that like Strange Brew or something? It was, wasn't it? Is that what I just did?
I don't know, but it was weird.
I've lost my damn mind. That's right.
Yeah, well, I know where mine is. I just can't pick it up right now.
Yeah, that's me.
So, some of us today decided during our sale this afternoon, yay, Cheran is upgrading. Yes, yes. Once my cat came down the hallway carrying a pad in his mouth like prey. It was a new one.
Oh my gosh.
Awesome, Margie.
Oh my goodness. He was bringing you a gift.
Yeah,
right?
we're going to do the happy dance. We're going to do the happy dance when you get the new phone. And I believe new phone service comes on Monday, right, Cheran?
Yeah.
And the new phone itself?
Yeah.
On Monday too?
Oh, I don't know. I think that'll take a few days for that.
But either way, it'll be before next Saturday.
Yeah, hopefully it'll all be set up before then. But I don't know. My husband still doesn't know about all of it yet. I mean, I tried to tell him, but he was in such a bad mood when he got home yesterday that I was like, all right, we'll talk about this later. Because I started to, and then I was like, this is not the time. I said that to him. This is not the time. I know.
That's hilarious. That is.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
You pick your battles, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Well, he's getting a new one too, so it's not just me.
And so is Kenzie, right? Everybody's getting a new phone.
Yeah. Well, we all got new ones in November. That's the problem.
Excited to have a brand new phone.
Yeah, but we all have brand new ones still.
Yeah, but
we're gonna have to pay them off still.
I know.
You know?
I know.
That sucks.
I know. But at least now you'll have these.
That sucks a lot.
You can do more.
Yeah.
And get stuff into your Etsy shop and, all that stuff.
Yeah, it still wouldn't let me list today.
Yeah, well, you got the same phone and the same internet service.
It's the internet. It's the internet. Yeah.
So
I'm highly disappointed.
Decided that we need to have a live dance party. So because I had to
celebrate my new phone.
Well, yeah, sure. No.
Okay.
It was because one of the stamps I had for sale was a sentiment that said "Dance like no one's watching."
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I danced like no one's watching. So, some of them said I would, and I'm like, yeah, if you would, I would. And so then we just thought,
oh, and dance.
We just need to have a live dance party. We crank up the music. We all dance like we're watching.
Absolutely a great idea. I love it. I love it. So I'm doing this with reckless abandon right now. I am totally just like not even thinking. I'm slapping it down.
You're in Happy Paper People, not Paper Outpost.
Oh, I know. But what I'm saying is I am not paying attention. I'm just doing it because if I stop and try to make too many logical decisions, then I'm it's better for me to just go.
Right.
Just glue something down. It'll be good, in the end. So, and if anybody's feeling stuck, like, I don't know how, just get off those bits, break them into color families. Yeah. Yep.
Yep. All right. Let's see. We need some more color over here. Oh, it can be a problem when you actually have so darn much, so many bits that there's just literally too much to choose from.
Don't choose, just glue. That's what I was just saying, Marianne.
This is This is the outer packaging of the. Oh, Margie, girl after my own heart. All right. Well, your mama don't dance and your daddy don't rock and roll. And your daddy don't rock and roll.
That's the fast version.
Yeah. I didn't want to keep doing very long.
Yeah. Want to get it over with?
Yep. But I couldn't help it. Margie posted that and I couldn't help but do that. I don't know. When there's songs, I can't help it.
I know.
Beyond my control.
I get it. I do. We are way overdue for a karaoke date.
Gigi is brave. She says we can do it on Zoom so everyone can see everybody else.
Dancing?
Yes.
But we're supposed to do it like no one's watching.
Yeah.
Doesn't that defeat the whole thing?
Like no one's watching, but everybody's watching.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, Scrappy says everybody bring their favorite drink, which I totally agree with.
We've been talking about that for a while. We should totally have a girls' night in.
This was a perfect one. You know what? We do something one night where we only take an hour and do it. And then maybe we take a half an hour. We just crank up the music. Everybody grabs their drink and we have a dance party.
Okay, with blindfolds on.
Well, if we do it here with this, all they'll see is our shadow hopping around.
That's true.
As long as I close my window. And we can't see them.
And
so
with my phone, if we did it right now, there's a chance they wouldn't even see my shadow. So it's cool.
They can dance with their phone, and so they can chat while they're dancing.
That's true. That is true.
That's the whole point, Julie. You don't have to be a dancer. Nobody's watching. Just shake it to the music.
Shake a tail feather, honey.
That's right.
Right?
I'll bring one of my chickens to shake a tail feather.
Are you going to break into song again?
No, I'm letting
That's a song.
My throat. My throat.
I don't know. Yeah, you've been online all day.
I have, but it hasn't even felt like all day because I was with these friends, and the time flew by. It's crazy. You look up, and all of a sudden you're like, "Whoa, it's been all day."
It's official.
Jeez. Yeah.
I have glue on my cord. It's official. So we wanted to do something relaxing tonight and just kind of, chill, let everybody visit, kind of, have just a chill time. That way, it's not anything specific that, or we're not teaching anything or,
Yep.
Yeah. I'm looking for the spots on this.
This is the prep.
For something else special.
It's kind of nice to go into a project like next week, knowing that there was a prep and that you did the prep. And so now you're going to have what you want,
Right. Right.
My son locked himself out of his phone, so I've been talking to Verizon for an hour and a half, and unfortunately he's going to need a new phone. That's paper puddles, Carrie. I'm so
Oh, that is not okay. Verizon needs to do something about that. They've got to fix their stuff. That is not okay that he needs a new phone because they can't let him in. Not okay.
How?
I'm sorry.
Do you want to explain anymore, Carrie? How did he do that? And what does that mean?
Yeah.
Glad you make it. Glad you made it here at all after that.
Yeah, no kidding. Sounds like me on the phone with Comcast yesterday. I've still got to call all my utilities and shut them off, but I'm not doing that until Monday.
What? Oh, you mean the cable?
The other ones. Yeah, because I changed over everything. Yeah. Internet, cable.
Don't shut any of it off until the new one is installed and working.
I'm not going to. I'm not going to. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway.
So yesterday I snuck out to a thrift store.
With me on the phone.
Cheran went with me in my ear.
I did. Shopping vicariously through, I almost said Julie, through Marianne. Sorry, Julie, I'm just thinking of you.
Yeah, it's funny. I actually stopped by Harbor Freight to see if they had something, and they didn't. Hopefully they got it in last night, but I didn't have time to go back there today. But and there's this thrift store right in the same strip mall as Harbor Freight is.
Oh, darn it.
So I know. I had just come from a yard sale too of a lady who's been put into a home. So they're selling her entire house. So I said to Cheran, I'm really tempted to just pop into this thrift store right here.
And I'm like, do it, do it.
Do it, do it, do it.
I'm a bad influence.
Yeah. Yeah, but I scored some really cool things.
Oh, yeah. Are you going to tell them what you got? At least the two big things?
Oh, yeah. So I've seen wedding gowns at thrift stores before, but they're always like $80. And I mean, honestly, I'm sure they're worth $80, but I can't pay that.
They are.
And that's not why I go to the thrift store. If I was buying it for a wedding, then that would probably be in the budget, more than, 500 or more. So anyway, I walked in there, and before I walked in, they had one of those rolling racks out on the sidewalk, and it was just full of clothes. And I thought, I'm just going to thumb through this rack really quick just to see if there's any cool fabric or buttons or, whatever. And at the end of the rack, there was two wedding dresses. And they were both white satin and totally decked out with beading, the heavy beading. Oh my goodness. And so I kind of didn't really look at them much because they were really beautiful. And I thought, oh, how cool would that be? But they're always, $80. It's always too much. So I go inside and I ask him about, apparently somebody just probably come from a wedding and donated, obviously, the mother or the mother-in-law's top, and because it was white and had a whole, a Rascog card, had a whole collar and top full of heavy beading too. And so I asked somebody how much was that. I thought, that's very pretty. And she told me like $4. I'm like, whoa. And so she says, are you looking for a wedding? And I said, I kind of stopped and I went, well, maybe. Maybe. Nope, no cookie cutters, no templates for next week. Scrappy just asked, does the project next week include cookie cutters or templates?
No.
Sidebar, Cheran. If somebody guesses tonight what the project is next week, how about we tell them? They won't tell the rest of the family, right?
They have to keep it a quiet. They have to keep it a secret. I don't know where my words are.
Oh, I always do that.
They have to keep it quiet. It would be like, what's that?
Secret and quiet together are a quiet. I got it.
Well, it's, yeah, you got it. It's like the crying game. Do you guys remember that? When the crying game came out, they were like, okay, but you had to like sign something, or you were sworn to secrecy when you went in to watch it, so you didn't give away the plot.
Oh my goodness.
And
you know what that is?
It was totally worth it too, by the way. Oh my goodness. It made the like totally, and then you wanted to watch it again because you're like, what?
Okay. So
no.
Keep guessing, because if somebody says, if somebody
think we should tell them?
If somebody outright guesses without any clues what we're doing with this collage next week, then I think we should
tell them.
Yes.
Okay.
So anyway, so she says, are you looking for a wedding? And I kind of did the, well, maybe. And she says, oh, because we've got 3 boxes right there in the back that I haven't even unpacked yet that are all wedding stuff. So you can look through them if you want. And so, well, what about the 2 wedding dresses that are out there on the curb? How much are those 2 wedding dresses? And she turns around to the guy at the counter, who I think is the husband of the woman who really owns the place, and he says, what did he say, 10 first, or did he say 15? No, I think he said $10. He said $10, and I'm like, okay, I'll take him for $10, both of them. Well, I know, Margie. I was trying not to let on to my excitement. I'm like,
Oh yeah,
I can swing $10. I'll do that.
She pretty much told him that I was on a budget getting married, and I was on the phone with her. It was pretty funny.
Time that I was checking out and trying to get him to, come down on some prices that really were too much. I wasn't just trying to take advantage of them. They really were.
Well, no, and I'm sure it was because if it were me, I'd be like, no, all this stuff isn't for me. Right?
So I turned to the girl and said, I said, when you have a minute, could you go out and get those two wedding gowns off of that rack and just put them at the counter for me? Because I will take both of them. So then I found the mother's top or mother-in-law's top, whoever's it was.
Oh, so pretty.
I found another totally beaded, the heavy beading jacket, that you wear over something like for New Year's or for a wedding or something. Somebody probably bought it for the wedding and then decided to wear something else because the Nordstrom price tag was still on it.
Amazing.
Yes, the Nordstrom price tag was on it for $98. As long as it's 8.5 by 11, you're fine, Amy. Doesn't need to be any bigger than that. I just
What's that?
Pages. How big do they make their collage?
Oh yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
because
that's a good one.
Yeah.
So I got that heavy beaded jacket for $4.
That is amazing.
Yeah, I just couldn't beat that. But then there were those boxes of the invitations, which was really cool, like handmade paper, and it wasn't handmade; it came from a company, but it looked like handmade, and make your own. So it's got the vellum that you put over it and all that stuff. And remember, he said, "Okay, these 3 boxes are full. There's 3 full boxes, and then this one's a partial box." And so he tried to, $10 for them all. And I said, "No, I'm sorry, that's just too much. I'll have to pass." Well, when I got home and opened them up, they weren't all full. So
they weren't?
No, they weren't.
I thought he gave you a discount on those.
Well, he did. I ended up taking them for $4.
Right, for all of them, right?
All 4 boxes. I thought, that's worth it for $4, but not for 10. And I'm glad. I'd have been pissed if I took them for 10. And
you couldn't have checked them to see if they were full?
I could have, but my arms were full. It was late. I'd been gone.
Oh, yeah. I forgot.
It was time to get myself home.
So you could get everything in the house before Doug got home.
Hi, honey. And he pops in at work, and when he has those nights, and tonight's one of those nights.
Yeah.
Where he can watch it.
I'm sure he already knows. It's cool.
Yeah, just like Bill knows you got new phones.
Yeah, he'll know tomorrow when he's in a better mood. He's off tomorrow.
Oh yeah,
it'll be fine. We're picking up the. I don't usually make decisions like that on my own, but he's been bugging me for a while, by the way, to change the internet.
Well, so anything that's major like that, that's going to last a while, we always do it together. If you have any or questions that I forgot to ask or things like that.
Right, but we didn't. I mean. But you went last time. Yeah, he didn't want to deal with it. So. Yeah. And I told him when he got home, I just didn't give him all the details yet because he was in such a bad mood. So I was like, we'll just talk about this later. It's fine.
He does know he has a new phone coming, and he knows he doesn't have to use it. And that's all. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
He'll be fine. He'll be so happy to have a phone.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in the end, it's going to be a better deal. His screen is shattered. His phone's not even a year old, and his screen is shattered, so he needs a new one.
Who's dishonest, Julie?
So I am done with this one. I'm going to set it aside and let it dry and start a new one.
I even started. I was sitting here talking, not even doing anything.
You haven't started?
Well, I have now.
Oh my goodness.
We're halfway done before I even started.
I see a hole. Well, I was, just like slapping it on there. I'm not making decisions. I'm just doing it. I actually have some other stuff to put on here, but I want to. What's that?
I was just sitting here talking, reading chat, and not collaging.
Oh no, I'm glad you're reading the chat because I won't be able to until next week apparently.
If I get this one done, I do want to do another one and do it a little bit different. Some ideas in my head. I know.
I want to wait for this to dry, and then I have some stuff I'm going to do to it. I have some temporary tattoos that I bought for a cruise, for a theme party. They're huge. Look at these. I actually think I'm going to put a few of these on here after it dries. But
they're like to go over your whole shoulder or something.
Yeah, they're like big temporary tattoos. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm going
Well,
to start a warm one now because this was a cool color palette.
that's what mine is.
Puddle there.
Do you have video? Can you really not see me?
I really can't. It's spinning. As long as you guys can see me and hear me, that's what counts, I guess. So
Yeah, Scrappy.
Right.
Scrappy asked, would we like another idea for papers like this besides the 50,000 we already have on a list? Yes.
We have a lot of them right now. So.
But every time somebody shares an idea, I get
I'm down.
A new twist or, something new that we didn't quite think of. Yeah, so I love that. I'm good.
I love getting inspired by others.
Right? Oh, shopkeeper, Julie said he was the dishonest one. So I am confident that he didn't open them to know how many was in them, because one of them we could see wasn't full, and the others, because the paper was on top, he assumed that underneath it was full, because they did have a clear top, and so I know he just assumed that it was full behind that. But here's the deal: when I got home and opened them and took the cool paper off of it, underneath them, good night, Bernice, thank you for coming.
Thank you so much. I'm so glad you came.
We're going to collage this week and we'll use it next week. Anyway, underneath one of them, underneath all of them was some white note cards, scored to fold in half, that you could use as thank you cards, and the envelopes to go with those. But underneath all the rest of them, there was just a huge pile of large envelopes. It did not say, and it did not appear that it came with large envelopes to put the actual invitation in, but there was 50 large envelopes in each box, and that took up a lot of space. So I got more in envelopes than anything else, and I don't need envelopes. I've got a ton. Maybe I'll do some kind of a challenge and send somebody some envelopes. But, never hurt somebody can use them. Help somebody get started.
Well, we can do an envelope challenge or an envelope month.
Well, I could do a rack, because I know somebody that probably needs them as soon as she starts, watching envelope ideas.
You could break them into groups and stick them in your Etsy, because nobody needs that many.
No, I'm okay.
Right?
Really, I'm okay having paid $4 for them, but I would have been very irritated had I paid 10.
Right. So I'm deciding.
Fair, but not, What are you deciding?
I'm deciding, do I want to? I had this grand scheme to do a little paint with some stencil tonight on. That's not going to be dry by the time we get done. Yeah. So I'm thinking I might pull this out, and this feels so cool.
You might have to do those stencils on next week after it's dry, right before we use them for what we're going to use them for.
That's true. I guess because I don't have a focal point and I don't have a plan for a focal point yet, it's probably a good idea to wait.
Margie gets points for a great idea.
What's that?
Yeah, there could be an envelope all about.
I just said that, but great idea, by the way. I said, why don't we do envelopes next month?
I don't know.
That's okay.
I heard you say like an envelope challenge, but I didn't realize you said all about. I'm sorry, Cheran.
I might not have used those words. No, let Margie have it. Please let Margie have it. It's good.
You both had a great idea. It is a great idea. All right, my fingers are sticking to the paper and they're pulling up a layer of the paper, the calendar.
Use a pokey tool or the end of a paintbrush. Grab a paintbrush and use the end of it to hold down the paper, and use your paintbrush to blot it in place. What are you using for your glue?
Tacky glue with water from my pot.
I mean, are you using a card or a paintbrush?
Oh, no, I'm using a paintbrush.
Okay. Use the end of your paintbrush and then, just like that. But I know this challenge. I've had it before.
Yeah, no, I have it all the time, and then I remember, and then I do it right. We call them serendipity embellies. Okay, Scrappy might need to explain what cool embellishments or clusters. You're talking about, using the collage page for
Oh, the
embellishments
guess.
or clusters. Oh, you know what? They would make a cute base for clusters.
Yeah.
So Scrappy does that, and they call them serendipity embellies. That's a cute idea. I do like that.
Why serendipity? Is it just a cute name? Or is there something else specific to it that makes it
Is it
serendipitous?
I don't know. We have to wait for her to answer because, we have this delay always. There's always going to be a delay from viewers to host.
Oh, well, that's sad.
As long as there's not, the delay from me to you tonight is only a couple seconds.
Really?
Yes.
So,
I mean, literally like 2 to 3 seconds, which is amazing.
Yeah, that is good.
Before.
I guess I'm going to do a different one then. Where did I put my sugar bag?
Scrappy, where did the name of serendipity come from in relation to the embellishment? There's a movie called Serendipity. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, it's cute.
Yeah.
In Love in the Time of Cholera was the book they used in that.
Really?
Yeah, don't you remember? They both were searching for the book, and
Oh,
and I've only seen the movie a couple times, but it was,
yes.
I believe it was Love in the Time of Cholera.
I thought you were talking about a book that the movie was made after.
No, that was the book that had the phone number in it.
Yeah. All right.
I'm gonna do something crazy. This broke when I was cutting it up. It just tore. So I'm gonna tape it back together.
Chat went by and I didn't read the first part of it, so I'm going back.
Find out if anybody has guessed what we're gonna do with these.
I'm going back here. Okay, Scrappy, would you like another idea for papers like this? Bernice is going to bed. Shirley's laughing.
Yeah, we're a hot mess tonight, aren't we?
No. Julie, make a book with some envelopes. Okay, so
I love doing that.
Who have looked in the YouTube playlist of the flip-throughs of Marianne's journals or journals of Marianne or whatever it is. And Crystal, if you're still here, this is what I want you to look at. Go into our playlist, find the one that says Journal Flip-Throughs with Marianne. And there's a journal in there that's black and has really bright papers in it because Crystal wants to do some bright colored things. And so I wanted to see that. But that black base, that entire book is made of envelopes.
I did the all about with the junk mail envelopes and made that book. Do you remember the book that I use? Oh, this one.
Yeah.
Because I put my Fomemo stickers in it. I love it. It's perfect for all my stickers, and I keep it right on my desk.
Man,
and it's got the windows, so I can, I love it.
Yeah.
And
right.
I use it.
Shelley, unless it's before, is it before you said you want another idea? Because that's where I went back to. So I've got another thing you can do with these. Okay. Is it before when you ask about cookie cutters or templates? Because I am not seeing. Okay, got another thing you can do. Okay. Journal covers? Nope, not journal covers. Big size-wise, I said 8.5 by 11 is fine. But if you want to do, more than one, then you can do multiple things, and you'll also have something ready for.
You might want more than one.
Yeah, keep the ledge running.
You might.
Curtains from the collages, love that. Journal covers, love that, but no and no. For an 8.5 by 11 window. Curtains for
That's
an 8.5 by 11 window.
That's it.
Let's see. Sharon's still adding more paper. I thought it was covered already.
Oh, I've got a new, I'm doing another one.
Yeah,
I'm doing one in
this was a long time
different
ago.
tones. Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm going back and reading because I have missed. Okay, make a book with some envelopes. There could be an envelope all about. Okay, so here I see cool embellishments or clusters. We called them serendipity embellies. We did a bunch with Valentine stuff. Put it all
I'm looking for smaller pieces here.
Wow, Scrappy, it is not there. Yeah, I seriously cannot see it. If you
can have to say it again.
Well, if it's long, if you can go back and copy and paste it. Oh, when dry, flip it over. No peeking. Use cookie cutters with scallops and cut out. That.
Oh, I see. So it's like a surprise.
That's a really.
I like that.
I do like that.
That's
I like
really cute.
Yeah. That's a great idea, Scrappy.
It's serendipity because you don't know what you're gonna get, right? Everything just happens for a reason.
It just shows up. Because all of me loves all of you. I know I've been singing.
Marianne's going to entertain us.
It is still stuck in my head. That song. It's been stuck there for, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks. And for a quick moment, I will get something else in my head instead of that, and then it comes right back.
See my new stencil? It's pretty awesome.
Oh, yeah.
That was just me playing with it right there on that purple paper.
Okay, so once you cut things out with the cookie cutters, add stamped images in gold, add charms and etc. Embellish it, and then wrap it with gold. That sounds cool.
Wrap it with gold. What do you mean? Like a gold foil or like a gold wax? Or what do you mean wrap it? What are you talking about?
Wrap it with gold thread. Take gold thread and wrap them.
Oh, okay. I've done that with hearts and then put them on a tag. And I've got some mixed media down on the mantle I did that with, and I wrapped it in twine and then added it. And it's like a super thick, it's hard to explain. A lot of paper, a lot of edges.
Paper, cards, scraps, etc. Yeah, I like that. That's a really awesome idea.
It's a really good idea.
Yeah,
I like that it's a surprise.
Yeah, I like the fun
surprises.
The fun randomness of it. That's really
good. That's why it's serendipitous.
Now it makes sense, huh? That's why she's like, read it, stupid, and you'll see why it's serendipity.
I get it. It's very cool.
Amy's
I think I want to
petty. So
Amy's on this one.
If everybody will be quiet and listen to Amy, she's singing right now.
Is my cousin here? Is that Amy?
Yep. Amy
yay!
Here.
Yeah. Cool. I didn't know she was here because I can't see. It's okay.
She said right up front. She said, "Yeah, you came by the loud, honestly." So
I did. I'm the quiet one at a family reunion. Like my aunts, cousin Amy can attest. Yeah. Our aunts are equally or louder loud. Like we had to fight for airtime.
Okay, using the scalloped scissors to cut out around the cookie cutter. The thread stays put in the scallop. That's a great idea.
Okay, I didn't understand that one.
Okay, back to using the cookie cutters to cut out shapes. And she said use scallops to cut it out. Well, if you're wondering why, because if you use the scallops, then the thread stays put.
Scallops?
The funky scissors that have the design edge, it's just rounded, like, hump.
Yeah, I know what a scalloped edge is, but how does that make the thread stay put?
Because there's a little divot between every 2 scallops, and so when you wrap thread around it, the thread stays in that little divot.
Oh, you mean, okay, I get it. Yeah, I get it. Afterwards. I thought you were saying you put a thread on first and then cut it out with scallop scissors and the thread stays put. And I was like, what? That doesn't, it wouldn't work like that.
Oh my God.
I'm
Remember
sorry.
the game telephone.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yep.
by the way, you know you go to hell for lying about family reunions and being the quiet one.
You know,
You just blew it.
right, Amy. Right, Amy. No, our aunts, like I remember I told y'all they used to try to pay me $5 to shut up for 5 minutes, but that was only because they were doing every bit of talking.
Because they didn't want
they're loud. They are loud.
Wow.
Not like
they're like Italian
me.
loud, like Italian
Yeah.
family.
Yeah. Yeah, and they all know how to talk and listen at the same time too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's okay for people who know how to do that, but then when you get people trying to listen to them that don't do that,
Yeah.
that's not the way.
Yeah.
It becomes
yeah. You guys be quiet. I know that you're gonna say Marianne and I are like that. We get it.
We already know it.
We already know, yeah.
We are practicing to
we're working on it. We just get so excited.
Julie says you turn them into ornaments too, and that's a great idea. Cut out, the little animals and gingerbread men and
yeah, great idea.
Yeah, and turn them into ornaments.
I love it.
I saw that. I saw Julie's comment on the tutorial that you just did about the little shadow boxes out of the toilet paper tubes.
I didn't. Did I? Is there a new comment today?
I don't. Well, it could be today. I don't know. I just happened to see Julie's comment, and she said they're super cute. And she cut up a toilet paper tube, and can't believe how many little pieces you get. But she's not sure what she would do with it because, just not sure what she would do with it. And my first thought was that, and I know that you've already thought of this and done it, Cheran, is that to take those little shadow boxes and turn them into ornaments. And in the center of them, you could put a picture of everybody in the family or all the pets.
Make gifts.
Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You could turn those into ornaments.
Yep. Make little gifts for grandma and grandpa if you've got kids, or when like my granddaughter's coming over, I thought we might make one. She could make one of her and I together because I have the memo and we can just take our picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't remember. Did you? How thick did you say you cut those little tube pieces to make that shadow box?
Any thickness, as thin as you can get them. Yeah. Because you're going to want to put them inside your book page, obviously.
So that was my next thought was if you cut them super thin, like 1/8 of an inch or, possibly even more, if you fold it in half, you could cut them really thin and then, if you flatten it in half and then open it up again. But if you get them like 1/8 or 1/16, a little bit less than 1/8 of an inch, not a 1/16, maybe that's too small. Then
I got some pretty skinny.
You could put them out in a book and they'd be fine.
Yeah. I don't know have you got to watch the video yet?
Yeah, but
the problem with that is your embellishments and how you put things inside the box are going to be chosen. Their size will be chosen depending on the thickness of the shadow box, so you make those decisions ahead of time where am I going to put pearls in here and how big are my pearls and things like that.
Yeah.
So that's that. Buttons to your underwear. That's right. What?
I have plenty of toilet paper tubes. And I'm not going to keep collecting them after this month.
No.
Plenty.
I actually just uploaded a YouTube video today that will make you search the house for more toilet paper tubes. I promise. I'm not joking.
Oh my goodness.
I used everyone in my house and I was looking for more.
Oh.
Because I needed 100 of them.
What?
It's for storage.
Oh.
So I'm not going to give it away because the video is scheduled to release on Tuesday.
Okay.
At 8 a.m. So.
Can I guess?
Okay. No, because then they'll know what the thing is. So no guessing. You just wait. You just wait.
I will.
Are you?
Mini album.
Do you open your Christmas gifts ahead of time? I'm guessing you do.
No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't. I really don't. I've made some mini journals, mini junk journals with them, and those tutorials, well, at least one or two of them are in there, about doing that with the toilet paper tubes.
And the tote bags, those were so cute.
The tote bags were really cute.
Yeah, they'd be great at Christmas.
Shirley says if you take the toilet paper tubes and you put them in the microwave for 30 seconds, they will be
to disinfect. Yeah.
Yes. Well, the health department tell us that.
What's that?
That actually is a pretty good idea.
Yeah, I actually mostly use paper towel things, and then I put them all in. I put all of my things in a basket and sprayed them with Lysol.
Oh,
just to be on the safe side.
Just because.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Crystal, are you still? Margie opens her gifts ahead of time. Crystal, are you still here?
Oh, you're so bad, Margie.
The first person here, and look at where this conversation has gone. Straight to pot.
Straight to toilet paper.
Straight to pot. The pot.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's legal here, though, so that's fine.
Well, it is here too, but
I can't have it, but that's cool.
Yeah. Yep. People may not realize
doesn't work.
It interacts with a lot of medications.
What's that?
It interacts with a lot of medications. I have medications
that
actually say on the bottle, do not use medical marijuana or any while taking this medication.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry.
That's okay. I'm really okay. No worries here.
I used to have something that I couldn't have grapefruit juice with what I thought was the weirdest thing on the planet.
That is true, but they say not to have the grapefruit juice because people can't kind of regulate how much, but the truth with that is a little bit of grapefruit juice or a grapefruit is fine. It's drinking a bunch of grapefruit juice and drinking it every single day, or having a couple of grapefruits every single day. That's when it's not fine.
Yeah, because grapefruits are something that we all like in bulk. Come on. That's disgusting.
No, it's not. I love grapefruits.
I mean, I like it, but I would not eat a couple a day. That's overkill, right?
I would.
You would?
I would. Because I moved here from Arizona, and we had grapefruit trees in the backyard, and they were so good. And
did you have pink ones? We did too in Arizona.
And I knew how to cut them, so I could cut it really quickly and get all the fruit out without the pith and without the rind. And
the pith.
That's the white stuff in the middle.
Oh, I know. My daughter recently told me that she discovered that was called pith. Oh. And it just made her think, I got some pith in my mouth.
Oh, my God.
Is my son here tonight?
Lottery tickets, yes. Shirley, I haven't seen Dylan. Lottery tickets, they're great in embellishment, but I never play the lottery, and not for any really particular reason.
I don't either.
I don't ever even think about it.
My mom does.
I don't realize I should until after, when everybody's talking about it. And then
about the billions. Yeah.
Or about, how much it was. And I'm like, wow, I should have played.
Once in a great while, I'll see something on the news and I'm like, honey, go get a ticket, go get a lottery ticket, but it's, so random and rare, honestly. What time is it?
Lottery tickets?
What's that?
Shirley has 1 million lottery tickets.
Oh my gosh. Are you saving them for junk journals, Shirley?
Are you serious at 1 million? Or are you like, you have a butt ton and you just can't even count them anymore because there's a lot?
She said butt ton. I'm Beavis tonight.
Yes. She says her mom plays like she owns it. I love it.
That's wonderful.
I would love to use some lottery tickets, and I would love to do a swap of some kind with you, Shirley, if you wanted to.
Wow, really?
Tickets. Yeah, I would, because I don't have any lottery tickets. Shirley, do you have tickets, like tickets that come off the roll? The little one. Keep this one. They call out the number, and the number's on the end of your ticket.
They don't do that.
No, not lottery. Those are just regular tickets, like raffle.
Oh, okay. I'm a little blonde today.
Yeah, I just want to ask Shirley. Shirley, do you have any of those just raffle tickets? Because I have those. If you don't have any, I could trade you some raffle tickets for some lottery tickets. Tickets for tickets? Yeah, I think lottery tickets would be fun to
Tiki.
make embellishments. Would you adopt me? Scrappy says. Yeah, really. I'm next in line, especially if she wins. Well, even if she doesn't, she just sounds like a fun lady.
If you win, can you rent a booze cruise, like charter a cruise ship, so we can all get together and drink and craft on the Lido deck by the pool?
On the Lido deck by the pool.
Come on. It would be fun.
That would be totally. Your mom wins.
Can you imagine?
Shirley's mom wins a lot. She's probably
my mom does too. It's like $20 though,
Yeah, but 20, 50, couple hundred, 1,000.
Yeah, and then you go buy more. So then what? Yeah.
Well, then she wins more.
Yeah, but you end up putting it back in. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. My mom has really good luck, but I do not.
I actually have really good luck in drawings and things like that. But
really?
Yeah, I do. I've won.
I never win anything.
Many things from drawings, but not with the lottery.
Maybe you need to play.
Maybe
I have an idea. Go buy some tickets.
Really?
You gotta play to win,
That's true. I don't know.
I'm trying to have an area here that's different so I can look at this sheet. I did this on purpose, and I folded it into strips, and then I used my punch, and I want to put this someplace
cool
on here. But I've got to cover areas first. It's pretty. This is vintage magazine page.
Cool. I had some skeletons I was hanging on to for this. Where did I push them off on my desk?
You're calling them skeletons now.
Yeah.
I'm rubbing off on you.
I like it. It's a good word.
It is a good word. It's a good word for those specifically.
Yeah.
Should I leave this square right here? This the food oh my God, what is it called? Where the calories and stuff are, the little chart on the back. I should cover it all and leave that and see if anybody notices.
Well, now think about what we're going to do with them.
It might be really cool in the background. Right?
Yeah, but might it need another piece of paper on top of it?
We'll see. I don't know. This stuff might show and it might not show. Any more guesses, ladies? Should we drop a hint of some sort?
Idea. Just stand outside Mini Mart and wait for people to toss their lottery tickets.
There you go. Like the people that come out mad.
Yeah, they go in there, they check them, they don't win, they leave and toss them in the trash as they leave. I forgot about that.
They get angry too.
Really?
I don't want to put.
Oh man.
Yeah. I don't want to put some of these next to each other. Some of them are okay. Some of them are not.
Okay's fault,
What?
Like it's the guy who works at Circle K's fault that they didn't win.
Yeah, right. Yeah, isn't it? People are, yeah, I'm sorry.
Well, yeah.
I'm not going to go there.
Nope, don't go there because we all agree.
Yeah.
We're all in agreement.
Yeah. So let's see. What can I put
Hey, Glynis, how are you?
behind that?
Hey,
how you doing? Glad you made it to the live.
Yeah, Glynis is in Canada.
I can't. Is she a live virgin?
A what?
A live virgin. Has she been to our lives before?
Oh, God.
That's your only chance to get to be a virgin again. So you get to be a live virgin tonight. Are you blushing? I swear you're blushing.
Are you drinking already?
Huh? I'm not drinking yet. No. No, but I thought it was an appropriate name for that.
Well, Margie says maybe you'll be using them on greeting cards. What do you say?
Maybe what?
These collages for next week.
Oh, no, that's not it.
What do you say to that? I say nope, wrong.
But you can make greeting cards if you want. I mean,
absolutely.
You'll want to save some for the prompt next week. Well, Marianne doesn't like to call them a challenge because we don't want you to feel like you have to do it. But I mean, it's kind of like a weekly sort of.
Let's ask. I'm gonna ask him about this. So
okay,
if we put this out every week, and as opposed to a dead virgin, a live virgin. That's exactly what I was thinking, Scrappy. And I'm like, what the heck is she talking about?
No dead virgins. Well, they're not allowed in here.
I don't know. Okay, so every week we have this thing come out on Saturday afternoon, and then we're going to do something with it at the Saturday live, and we got all week to work on that. And then next week there's another one. Would you rather that's called a weekly challenge or a weekly prompt? What would be your preference?
I'm down for challenge, but I don't want it to feel like it's a must. So I get that part.
I want to read some of their comments before we give our anything. Julie says weekly activity. So a prompt is to prompt you into activity. Right? I mean, there's
almost no challenge in that word though.
But is there yeah. Well, if it prompts activity, then the challenge, you find the challenge when you go to do it.
Yeah.
Prompt. Okay, Glynis says prompt. Margie says prompt. Oh, today's the 20th. Is it the 21st in Canada?
At midnight.
Because the 21st is summer solstice, and that is also my mother's birthday. Kathy says prompt. Wow. Amy's sucking up you. She says
is she
likes activity.
I like the word challenge, but I mean it's we don't want it to feel like it's a it's a have to. I just like a challenge,
Yeah. Julie says another one would be a weekly inspiration. Shelley.
I like that. Inspiration. Okay. I like it.
Shelley's got the answer.
A lot.
Shelley's got the answer. Scrappy has the answer.
What's that? She does?
Uh-huh.
They do?
Uh-huh.
It's for what's we're doing with these?
No. The answer for what to call it. Whether to call it a challenge.
Okay. What is that?
It's the weekly challenge prompt.
Oh. No, that's
I love it.
I love it though. Good job.
I do love that. That's hilarious.
Big ol' high five.
I need Saturday.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
Laugh.
I've been avoiding this spot. The cupcake is there. I felt like I put paper there. It's the cupcake from the sugar bag. Do you see that?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't realize I was doing that.
Okay, the sugar bag paper is a little bit thicker than some of this other paper. So I get that now. If you said you wanted to leave a spot of it open. That makes sense. Okay. So, okay. So
I think I'm going to leave the cupcake though. I didn't do that on purpose, guys.
Cheran,
I just noticed that I had been avoiding it.
like the plague, like the cupcake. Cheran,
That's right.
them why you like challenge.
I just really like it when somebody gives me a challenge, and I feel like it makes me feel like, yeah, let's go. You know, like I feel all, I don't know, it makes me feel jazzed to have a challenge. I don't know why.
Okay.
I'm not sure. It's
And
hard to explain.
it kind of, I'm going to set this aside to dry, and I'm going to grab another one because I want to work on something different here. Then I'll tell you my thought about it.
I love that we ask I did it over here with the cupcake too. I
Look
am
at
losing
you.
my mind.
Cheran likes,
I'm avoiding it like there's paper there.
just doesn't want to cover the cupcake. That's all. Just
I didn't even do it on purpose, but I'm gonna now. It's talking to me. It told me that's what it wants.
Let's see. I think maybe I should cover this one.
So
Nope.
Julie, I know that you broke your paper bits into sizes this week, maybe yesterday. Did you break them into color at all? Because I'm deciding I might want to try doing that with my organizing. I don't know. I'll let everybody know how it goes, if it works.
Yeah.
Like break it into color families
I
or
have
stells. I don't know.
scraps, bits.
Yeah, my scraps.
I have way too many to break it up like that.
Well, mine aren't quite out of hand yet. I have like 4 bins, maybe.
So
Different sizes,
yeah.
you know. So I'm thinking maybe I can. I'm looking for a spot this goes. I can break it up into like cools and warms, but then on the other hand, I have some that are both. Or like maybe packs like steampunk and grunge, and then my sweet little girls with the flowers. I don't know.
So how about things that are just things that are all patterned and out of magazines and have pictures and all that kind of stuff?
Those I already keep separate.
Okay.
If they're out of a magazine.
And then just other paper, you know. You want me to tell you why I prefer prompt or something else instead of challenge?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. What Glennis said. Glennis said, I got to go back here. She said, challenge sounds like something I have to do. With medical issues, this feels uncomfortable. That is exactly. Okay, so I'm the first one to step up to a challenge. I love a good challenge. However,
I do too.
However, if it's going to be, we're going to want to do this every single week. Sometimes, some weeks, you just may not be able to do it because of life.
Oh, I know that feeling. Yeah.
And then if the challenge is out there and then you don't do it.
Yeah. Okay, I get it. I do. Because I would have a week like that too.
Yeah, we all will. And the other thing is that, you know, if I look at that and I say, maybe I could do one of those, but I can't do 10, and the challenge is to do 10. So maybe I could do 2 or 3, but I can't do 10. That's the challenge. So I'm just not even going to start it. And I don't want to lose those people who, you know, maybe only have time to do a couple instead of 10.
Well, that's fine too. I mean, it's not like a requirement, or we never ever want you guys to feel like we just want to. We just want to make sure you're getting your craft time in and your new time and what makes your heart tick. And I know that sometimes I feel like I'm spinning in a circle in my room, and without a list or a challenge of some sort, I won't do anything but clean my desk.
Okay.
And I know you all have been there.
So every week when we put that out, Cheran, you think of it as a personal challenge. To do something.
Well, that's fine.
Your personal challenge. Because, you know, I love a challenge, but if a challenge is out there, I have to do it. That's my personality. I have to do it.
Me too. But I don't want anybody to feel that way.
Exactly.
Also.
And I don't. Right. That's the only reason I don't like in this situation.
Okay. We're not going to use that word then. It's final.
Okay.
All right. It is final. We will not use that word. What's that?
They thought, I didn't scroll back, but Kathy thought somebody had a turkey sandwich in that container. And
what container?
I don't know. I missed that part of the conversation.
So I also, and I don't know if you guys know this about me. I don't know what if Marianne wants to share it all. I understand the medical stuff. I actually can't work, and I've been an artist always, but I've only lately had to go back to my art and say, you know what, I'm only doing this now because for medical reasons.
Right.
So I mean, I understand completely because I warn you, there are days where I can't hardly move.
Get out of bed.
So I get it. I do get it. There's never going to be a time where we require anything of anyone. We just want you to, feel like you're at home and you have, a challenge for your day or something to do when you do have that time to spend on yourself. Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. And I totally get that. Yeah. And so my thought is that, oh yeah, we all want to take that time. And so here's a prompt. It's a prompt for you to go take that time and do that. Okay. You can't see this, but I have this pile of paper that I told you that I tore into pieces and I inked all the edges and I pulled them out. I pulled them out of a square plastic that I was sitting in front of the couch working on. And that's what they thought was the turkey sandwich. That's hilarious.
Oh my gosh. So your dinner was coming out, huh?
Turkey sandwich gone. Container is empty. Chunks of bread sitting here. Oh.
You guys, is this where it goes? I got a question. Or here. Here or here. This bright pink from the 60s 17 magazine.
Right there.
It's the hearts that I cut out in the grid. You like it right there? Okay.
Yeah. How can I be running out of glue?
Look how cute it is.
I'm going to have to put some more in there.
So I played with my Cricut today.
Wow. What'd you do?
I haven't pulled out vinyl yet. I'm still practicing with paper, but I actually made a bunch of tags and some stencil-y shapes. And that's why I wanted to use a stencil tonight, because I have some, I made some paper stencils actually for now until I can make plastic ones and I feel comfortable with the different settings and stuff.
Great.
So yeah.
That's cool.
So I was pretty excited about that. Ooh, I love this. I love that. The hearts in the grid.
Over on the other place, there was a pink thing behind it, and then the stripes. It all distracted. Here, it can be a better focal point.
What's that?
It's better right
on the other side?
Yeah, that other one here. And I said that, and then we told him that you don't need a focal point. We don't want a focal point on this because we would be destroying.
Oh, that's not a focal point at all. Yeah.
No, but it kind of, you can actually see it and appreciate it because it's not being distracted. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a couple other, Gigi asked, do you have fibro or fatigue, chronic fatigue?
I have fibro, and I had I had 4 surgeries in 2 years, but 3 of them were in 2 months. Not on purpose, only one of them. So I actually have a lot of damage. So I'm used to being a very active person.
Yep.
So it's been pretty hard for me. I mean, I wasn't the exerciser, don't get me wrong. I was the hiker, but I like to call it a walk in the woods, Yeah. And then I'm an artist that I tended bar for years and years and years, and I ran like a marathon every night. So, but now I can't do it.
Yeah.
Can't.
Yeah, it's a hard job.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I've been planning I'm debating whether to do this on Facebook Live or on YouTube Live, but I've been for several months. I've been composing this a post that to put out because I need to make people aware of some things that have been happening in my life, and so they have an understanding. And I also want to make other women aware of something they may not even be aware of. And
oh yeah,
and so
yeah.
I've been thinking lately, just lately over the last couple of weeks, I've been thinking that maybe it shouldn't be a post, but maybe I should do just a live, a Facebook Live, or a.
Well, it is a PSA for sure.
It is a PSA, and if I just sit down, put the camera on me, and just sit down and have a conversation.
Yeah, you should do that.
It's a little scary because that's a very honest conversation.
Yeah.
Very, intimate.
But it's also, it is a PSA, so that's very big.
About passing the information on, yeah. Yeah, so at that time, I would want you guys to all, be there and hear it and know that I've got my family there and, feel more comfortable. But, so I don't know, do you think that should be something on Facebook Live or on YouTube Live? If you do a Facebook,
I think you should do it on YouTube. That way, if they want to, they can go and YouTube I don't know, but Facebook's private.
If I do it on Facebook Live, then the only ones who would see it would be those that I am friends with.
Right.
Not that there's not like 1,000 people there, but a lot of important people in our Happy Paper People family are not there yet. Aren't friends or, just, I don't know. So I don't really do anything on my personal Facebook. I just don't. The only thing I do
is you share it with your husband.
yeah, and that's because neither of us ever do anything on it. I mean, he maybe once a year, if that. That's being generous.
When you have grandkids, you will. When you have grandkids, you'll be sharing on there, and
that you're assuming that those grandkids' parents will be posting their stuff all over Facebook. Right?
What? Like sharing pictures of my grandkids? They're still young enough. They love me.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you're assuming that the parents of my grandkids would be putting up pictures on Facebook for everybody to see.
Oh, they wouldn't?
I don't think so. They're a little more private than that. I think that they would text every day. They'd text me a picture rather than put them on.
Oh. Yeah, my daughter sends me Snapchats.
Yeah.
It's very nice. I get daily Snapchats with my grandson.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
So
he's really sweet.
I've been thinking that that maybe I need to do it on YouTube, because then anybody and everybody, even people I don't know that might need this PSA, could view it. That's a little scary, thinking how many people could view it.
To the world.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, I need to get it out to the world.
Are you checking comments right now?
Yeah, let me get.
Did we lose everyone? Talking about health. Sorry. Generally, we will not talk about that stuff, just so you know.
I scrolled back because they had said a couple things and we passed over it because we were talking about something else. But Margie said, maybe you'll be making tags with the collage. What do you say to that?
Nope.
Scrappy says,
but that's cute.
Bases. Scrappy says, bases.
You cut out on me.
Scrappy said, cluster bases.
No.
Nope. I'm going to guess Peapod is a cat.
A what?
Does Amy have a cat named Peapod?
I don't know. Oh, she has a kitten right now. Is that your kitten's name, Amy?
Peapod, that's cute. Better than playing with children. Yeah. Let's see. Ginny has fibro and chronic fatigue, so can totally understand not being able to.
Yeah.
Ginny, we both understand.
Chronic fatigue and fibro go together.
Yeah.
They're actually and they go fibro fog is really a thing too.
Yep. Oh, they go along with all the other autoimmune funness, right?
Yeah. Well, it's all new to me, and well, 2-3 years, I've learned a lot about it.
Yeah.
So, but fibro fog, watch out for that one, because I didn't think that could happen, and I thought I was an intelligent person, and now I just am like, what? What was that word? And I don't know if that's my age or what, but it is new to the last year.
Yeah, brain fog is real.
It's so bad.
So Gigi sent soft hugs to you. That's really nice.
Oh, thank you so much.
And,
thank you.
Okay.
And soft hugs to you as well.
Shirley says YouTube for sure rather than Facebook. I think as I talk it through with you guys, I think YouTube is definitely the way to go. It's kind of a scary proposition, but I felt pulled to do this for so long.
You might have to for other women that aren't in our group that need that.
I even before we started this group, I have felt pulled to do this, that it is my responsibility to get this gift.
I think that everybody that's here with us tonight should have the benefit of knowing what the heck you're talking about, though, because you're probably going to make them go to bed wondering what the heck we were talking about. But just not, you don't need to go into the story. Just tell them what it, like
it's to go into my medical history, we would need to do a 3-hour live, and that's all I talk about, and we're not going to do that. So bits and pieces, you'll get it along the way. But what I'm talking about overall in general is called breast implant illness, BII. And I am curious, has anybody heard of breast implant illness?
I hadn't before I met you, which is,
I hadn't either. I hadn't either before I had it.
Before you met you?
Before I met me. So in a nutshell.
I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. In a nutshell, I went through breast cancer. And after breast cancer, I got implants and, cut off the boobs because they tried to kill me, and get the implants. And then the implants tried to kill me. And it's not just me. It's not an isolated incident. There is an actual thing called breast implant illness. Women are dying from it and have no idea that that's what they're dying from. I have personally watched 2 friends die from it just in the time that since I knew that I had it, which has only been...
You probably know a lot of women with breast cancer, didn't you?
A lot.
Because, yeah.
And, it is by the grace of God and asking God very earnestly, and I'm very serious about this, asking very earnestly for some guidance on finding out what was wrong with me after working with 7 specialists at the University Medical Center for 2 years. None of them could figure out anything that was wrong with me. And they all just put up their hands, like that little emoji, and said, I don't know, Marianne, there's nothing left to test you for.
Like it's all in your head. Yeah. Yep.
And when the 7th one said that, I don't know what to tell you. There's nothing else to test you for. I said, okay. And I went home that day and all the way home. And if you are not a spiritual person who has a relationship with your God, then I do not mean to offend anybody. But all the way home, I prayed to my God and said, I need some guidance. I've had several major medical things in my life, and every single one of them I have found and had to take it to the medical professionals and keep them.
That's my life. Yeah.
Digging in order to find. And I said, I need some help. I need you to lead me to the person or the thing or whatever it is that I need to see or hear or read that will give me the answers, the information to this. And I kid you not, I just got chills. That very day, that same day he did. He put it right in front of me in such a mind-boggling, way. I would never have thought of that. Never, ever, ever. But here's the thing. It doesn't matter whether you have silicone implants or saline implants, ladies. And if you know people in your life that has them, Doesn't matter breast cancer or not. No judgment to
My
anyone
daughter.
having them. No judgment. But people say that they think that they're fine because they have saline implants and it's only the silicone ones. But let me tell you this, all implants, including the saline ones, are encased in a silicone shell. So every single implant has silicone. And do you know, I could post a list of the ingredients in the silicone in implants. Boggled my mind, and if I'm not careful, it can get me really riled up talking about it, because listen to some of the things that are in implants, silicone implants that they put in women's bodies. Thallium. Anybody know what thallium is? It's a rat poison.
Wow.
Mercury.
That we already know we're not supposed to have that in us.
Exactly. And you know, those, I mean, things that are in weed killer, things that they tell you, don't inhale this, wear a mask, don't touch this, wear gloves. If anybody gets this on their face or in their eyes or in their mouth, call poison control, go to the ER. But yet they put all of this stuff, there's like 18 ingredients that are just like that. They put them all together in women's bodies. And then women are so sick that they just are literally dying. And doctors are telling them what Scrappy just said.
It's all in your head.
In your head. I'll give you a referral to a psychiatrist. And that pisses me off to no end. Yeah, I don't know, Julie. But here's what's even worse. You're going to die when you hear this. And there are different laws. I mean, Australia and 30 countries have already banned these silicone implants. They have banned them. They are not allowed to even put them in those countries. And that is amazing and awesome. The United States is not there yet.
My daughter she saved up and just got them.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, just got them.
So sad. So, yeah.
Worried.
The thing that is really aggravating, why add glue to the sponges? Okay, Dennis, I'm adding glue. This is my glue pot, and so I dip in here to get the glue to spread it around for the collage.
I have one too.
Yeah,
right in a ball jar.
The sponges just help keep the glue from glopping up and drying out and becoming really gross texture.
You put a little water in it too.
Yeah, I add a little bit of water, which I didn't even look to see if that was on screen or off as I did that. But yeah, ethylene glycol, antifreeze. That's in the implants as well.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Probably, you would not believe some of the things that are in there. I swear they go through the factory and they just scrape up all the residual crap on the floor.
Poison.
All the stuff on the floor, put it all together, put some glue around it to hold it all together, slap a silicone shell around it, given women for thousands of dollars as implants.
Ugh,
yeah, it's
annoying. It's like they overcharge for poison that they're gonna poison you, and how about some of your money?
And then charge, yeah, it's aggravating that they value women's lives so little. And here's the thing. The FDA and the manufacturers have known this for years. And I am not kidding when I say that.
So it's the baby powder thing all over again.
Yeah. They have known this for decades, and they have purposely kept it under wraps. I actually saw an internal memo that said, if someone in the press asks you questions about this, this is how you should answer. And
oh my gosh,
the words to memorize.
Ain't nobody telling me how to answer.
Yeah. Well, that's so, I mean, and they just literally kept it under wraps forever. And
they're still selling them.
So aggravating. And so doctors don't even know about it. Doctors just don't even know about it. And this past year, okay, so the same day that I heard something about it, I also became aware of this Facebook group that is, when I joined it, which was, last year, probably about probably about January of 19. So it's been maybe a year and a half. There was like 20,000 women in this group. Before the year was up, I don't know how many right now because I haven't been in a couple of months. But before the year was up, there was well over 100,000 women in there in that group. Well over 100,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
So they don't do a recall on implants because they don't want to waste the money. So they're like, you know what? If 1 in 100 gets sick, 1 in 100 gets sick, and we'll deal with it then. That's how they're handling it, and you know it.
Die. 1 in 100 die, and then a whole bunch get sick. But they're being told that there's nothing, wrong.
And they're saying we'll pay out that 1 in 100. That's what they're saying.
They don't care about life. And the thing is the quality of life of the women, because I have a spreadsheet of 82 symptoms that I'm tracking right now. And I could tell you a few of them, but I had my implants removed. I had explant surgery last July. So this coming in a few weeks, July 18th will be 1 year anniversary. And the fibromyalgia and the chronic fatigue and so many things. I couldn't even stand up out of a chair by myself because it just took my muscles down so badly. My adrenaline was 1,000 points higher than it should be, which meant that my body was in fight or flight mode 24/7 for 8 years that I'm aware of. I didn't sleep more than 3 hours a night for 8 years. And now
I do that anyway.
Yeah, well, let me tell you, that is
it's not good for us.
Not good, because I am now dealing with some of the consequences of that. Accidentally brought on, not by any choice of mine. It's not that I wasn't tired. It's that I couldn't sleep because of, pain. I couldn't lay my head down on a pillow. I couldn't lay my head against the back of the couch or rest it against anything. My head had to just stay sitting up. So I slept sitting up for 8 years.
I slept sitting up too. Yeah.
I'm going to stop there because it just goes on and is so deep. But there's a lot of women that are sick and they have implants and they don't even know, they're not aware of it. And I'm not saying that every woman that has implants is sick, because they're not. Some aren't.
But some will be.
Some already are. I can track symptoms back to starting 2 months after I got them. But at that time, as women, we say, oh, I'm just really busy. I'm running a business. I'm raising kids. I'm so busy doing this or that.
We do that. Yeah, we do that.
Or whatever. So that's why this pain or that pain or whatever. We do that. And that's not so good. And it's
we have to take care of ourselves and our emotional and psychological well-being. And that's very difficult when we're doing it for everybody else.
So at the point that I had all these doctors after 2 years telling me, I don't know where to go with this because there's nothing left to test you for. I had heart failure. This is just last year. I had heart failure. My lungs were functioning at 60% capacity. I wasn't getting enough oxygen. I went into the doctor and said, I'm not getting enough oxygen to my brain, to my muscles. I can feel it. I've been an athlete my whole life. And I know, exactly when I'm not getting enough oxygen. And, the whole thing has just been so crazy.
But you woke up out of explant surgery 100% better than you thought you could feel in a very, very long time, right?
Not 100%. Not 100%.
Well, I know you're never going to be 100% again, but
right. But way better. So brain fog is one of the huge things. Vision, it affected my vision so badly, and I came out of surgery and woke up from anesthesia and looked around and went, who opened the blinds and cleaned the windows? I can see. It was crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. And the brain fog was probably 80% lighter. And I was so bad at the point that I had surgery, they told me I was dying. And the anesthesiologist did not want to do surgery because he was afraid I would die on the table. And I said to him, I'm dying anyway. I'm going to die. So if I die with these in, then that's bad. But if I at least take them out to try, to try to get my life back, if I die while you're trying, at least I tried. But either way, I'm dying then, right? So
That's
after
crazy.
a 2.5 hour delay, they finally did surgery. But yeah, so I didn't expect any immediate results because of how bad it was. And when I came out, being able to see, and the brain fog was lifting. And then here's a biggie. I couldn't stand up out of a chair without grabbing hold of Doug's arm. I would take my hands and I would wrap them like this around his arm and pull myself up. And if I wasn't, it didn't have the strength to do that, then he would come around to the side and literally just pick me up under my arm. So we have, after a surgery, and I came out of anesthesia, and we're in post-op, and the nurse says, you can go ahead and get dressed, and we'll start preparing slowly to go home. And I grabbed my pajama pants, and I sat up on the gurney, and I whipped my legs over the side, and put my pajama pants on, and stood up. And it shocked me, and I turned and looked at Doug and said, did that just happen? Because we were built, and his mouth had dropped because he was getting up to come help me stand up, and I had just stood up. My muscles started to rebound just that fast. I mean, just
amazing.
Get the poison source out of your body, and immediately they start to rebound. So then we came home, and we have only 2 steps that go up to the front door, and he would always go up the steps and open the door, put stuff down, and then come back and help me up the 2 steps because I didn't have the strength to get the 2 steps. And then there's a 3rd step just right at the threshold that's a really big one, and I never could do that alone. And so we get out of the car and we walk up to the door, and he opens the door, he turns around to help me, and about knocked me off the porch because I was standing right behind him. I had walked right up the stairs as if no problem at all. I mean, it was crazy.
It's just amazing right out of surgery too.
Just that, but it's just tells you, how poisonous they are, that my muscles started to rebound that fast. And here's the thing, I can show you sometime, maybe I will, because our group is private, a picture of my implants when the doctor took them out. And they are not ruptured. They are not punctured. They are not leaking. They are not moldy. The doctor was shocked because they look as good as the day they were put in. And he was shocked, and so was I. As sick as I was, they really expected to, find something a whole lot more than that. So, yeah. Anyway, that was a big old nutshell, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Stephanie, I have felt this pull that I am not living up to my calling in life. That if I've been through this, that I am responsible for sharing this with other women to give them a chance. At least give them the resources to go research it and check it out. I do feel like it's my responsibility to put this message out there. And it's been I've been planning to do it for a long time, but the last few weeks it's just been eating on me, but I need to do it now.
Maybe that's why you have a platform of women to help you spread the message.
Oh, maybe. And just at least know I have their support when I'm doing it,
Yeah. I think, everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And yeah, everything happens for a reason. And maybe you're going to save someone's life. And you saved your own, honestly.
Yeah.
By, having those removed and finally figuring out what it is that your body's telling you is wrong, so
it's true.
Yeah.
And it's not in any way, they're not just tired because they're chasing kids around or running a business or doing all kinds of things. It's not mental. These things are not normal. And I'll tell you this because this is really important. there are women who have had implants for 15, 20 years and will tell you that they're not sick at all. And that may very well be true. But women that have a tendency towards autoimmune issues, or genetic tendency towards autoimmune issues, are going to get sick from them much, much quicker and much, much worse. So I actually almost died from lupus when I was 16 years old. So I already had an autoimmune disease.
Oh, sorry.
So that's okay. So that, it didn't help me at all to do that. So there are a lot of women out there, dealing with issues and being told that they're crazy and they're not. They're not, and it's not their fault, and there's nothing wrong with them mentally, but there is something wrong physically, and they deserve to have that taken seriously. It's becoming more and more, people are becoming more and more aware of it. Doctors are becoming more and more aware. This past March, I watched 2 solid days of hearings in front of the FBI, in front of the FDA, bringing information and asking them to please remove these things, from the shelves and all of that. And then you got the other side,
the FDA, yeah.
But
big pharma.
They've been in on it all along, the FDA and the manufacturers.
They're that's like big pharma.
It truly is all about money. The money has kept FDA quiet for many, many years. But
because it's the 1 in 100 and they'll just pay her off. It's fine.
4 days after my explant surgery, they recalled my implants.
Isn't that crazy?
But here's
they can't really recall them though. They're already in women's bodies.
Yeah, doesn't recall mean like on a car? Take it in and we need to get rid of that part.
But no one's going to do that because they think I'm not sick.
Or even if they are, but they can't afford to get the surgery. If they didn't have breast cancer, insurance does not pay for implant or surgery.
Well, I think the companies should pay for all of it, but they're,
So yeah,
they're not going to admit that it's their problem, though.
When they say they recall it, what that means is if doctors have it on their shelf, then the doctors should take it off their shelf and send them back to the manufacturer. That's
it, though.
It's all about the money.
Yeah,
that's so true. It is. That's it. So they're not helping the women that have them, that are dying literally, that don't have the money for explants.
So they're probably not even telling them, are they?
Well, it was put out, we're watching it really closely, and it was put out.
You were watching it, though.
Yeah.
You think anybody else is paying attention? Did they get an email, a letter in the mail, anything?
A letter had to be sent to everybody who had those implants. So now they're recalled, but if a woman can't afford to go have surgery, because the companies, the manufacturers, aren't even helping women that want to have them taken out because they were recalled. They're not even helping them get them out.
Wow.
That's what boggles.
That's insane.
It is. The value on women's lives. We just lost a friend who was 36 years old and has 3 young boys. Her husband is now left to raise these 3 young boys because of breast implant illness.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a thing. The whole world has to understand it and move with it and become aware and say, no, we're not going to put up with this anymore. I don't want my mom, my sister, my wife. Okay, that's a whole nother rant there. You know how many men are telling their wives, no, there's no proof that it's the implants that are making you sick, so I don't think you should remove them. Or they're leaving.
Yeah, because they're like not wanting them to get rid of that. Yeah.
Them when they have them removed. And to that, I say, good riddance. You probably should have left him a long time ago if he's that kind of guy.
Right?
Oh, that's horrible.
Oh.
Kind of a person.
Yeah, it is horrible.
A person is sick and not even of their own. I don't know. Get me going on this. You might be sorry that you did. Anyway.
Okay, so now a happy subject. No one guessed what we were doing yet?
Were there any guesses that we didn't say that somebody put up or that you haven't put up yet that you want to guess? Yeah, Ginny, you're right. They did send a letter out, but the company should pay for someone to have explant surgery if they want to when that item has been recalled and it's in their body. But they don't, and nope, and that's it. No journal cover.
Nope, not a journal cover.
No journal covers. No tags, no embellishment bases, no clusters.
Nope.
None of those things. I'm trying to think of anything else that they have guessed that. No curtains. No curtains. I love that one though. You can.
I don't even know what you're talking about, so I'm just laughing.
Margie said we were going to make curtains out of them. 8.5 by 11.
Oh,
8.5 by 11
like,
window.
Like bedspreads and curtains, or?
Yep, exactly. You could for Barbie or Barbie house.
I used to make Barbie houses. I mean, I was always a designer.
Listen to this, Cheran. Margie said skirt. That's not bad. What? I've got a roll of butcher paper. I could roll it out really long and do that and then make that into a skirt. Margie says a skirt. No. Margie says slippers. No. Ginny asks, anything to do with junk journaling? Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Yes. It could do with junk journaling. It could do with card making. It could do with mixed media art.
The general, mostly card, junk journal and card.
All of them. I've used them in. And the thing is that like most everything that we do can be used in all those ways.
Right.
Which is
I identify as a designer or a mixed media artist. I always have. So anything I do is transferable.
Yeah.
And useful.
Hopefully. I love that we have people in this group and, that come and watch the lives and things that are card makers or scrapbookers or, different things. Not everybody is doing junk journals. And I love that because everything we do is transferable to all of the art processes. And if we can learn from them in their art.
Yeah. Do you want to hear something really funny, ladies? I'm looking at the screen and I'm still building the last collage. My video just caught up and I am just building the cool tone one with the browns and the polka dots and the.
Are you telling me that you can't see mine?
Don't see anything. I see you making something. You're holding a paintbrush up right now with glue on it. You're tearing something. You have pink stuff down.
Oh, that's the last one. Wow.
Exactly.
I am just putting down the last pieces for a second one.
And I still see Gigi said, Crystal made it. Hi, hun. That's what I see. I can't even believe how bad it is. And I don't know that it's my internet, you guys. It's not even my phone. So
it'll be gone.
What's that?
We're not even going to talk about it because it'll be gone next week.
Next week, yeah. Well, I've done pretty good not looking at the screen this whole time, and I did look up while you were talking, and I saw that. I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
As long as you can hear me, yeah. So
it's like it's an hour behind.
But what's funny is that the audio isn't. I love that.
I know. Well, we're on their phone for that part.
No, it's all going through. It's all going through the same stream.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, then I am confused.
So, Crystal,
I'm always confused. That's not new.
For your first time here, this was a pretty heavy discussion.
Yeah, we usually stay really upbeat and positive, and I don't want anybody to think that. I mean, will you ladies let her know that we are usually very happy?
I'm happy. I am thrilled. I'm alive. I got my life.
Yeah.
Yes, Julie.
Yeah.
I got my back, and I'm going to be okay. Julie, just go back and watch tomorrow or this afternoon for you, whenever. Go back and watch the live. jump in, you know, I don't know, probably about an hour in and just watch it so you can hear all the things that I said, because I really want you to hear that. But yes, I am going to do a YouTube live because I feel that it's my responsibility to get that information out to women. And I will be sure to let you guys know when I do, because I really will want the support, you know, in doing that. But yeah, no, please don't anybody think that I am not happy or upset or whatever. I am thrilled that I am going to be okay. I'm thrilled that my God loves me enough to answer my prayers and send me in the right direction. I am thrilled to be still needing oxygen at times, but not on oxygen 24 hours a day. I was on oxygen 24/7, and we'd go to the grocery store and I would sit in the car while Doug walked in to get the groceries, because I didn't even have enough strength to get in one of those little riding carts. So wow. I'm happy. I'm upright. I'm gonna live. I'm good. I'm happy. And I do feel the responsibility of, you know, getting this information to women, you know, who may be headed where I was, and they just shouldn't go through it. It's just wrong. So anyway, that's that. But yeah, Crystal, we don't usually get into such many topics here. The first part where, you know, there's a lot of laughter and sharing, that's usually more what it's like. I told you, yeah, it's a fun time, just chatting.
It's like a party.
Yeah. Oh, it's a fun party, lady.
It's like a big, loud party.
If that was a party, I'd hate to see a non-party.
Uh-huh.
You know what? Party, and we have a dance party because I am celebrating life. We are celebrating the fact that I am alive and way much better. And when way much better.
She is way much better, guys. It's cool.
Way much better. Way much better.
I'm gonna write you a song.
Thank you. I play it on my ukulele, and when I do that, you'll hear a lot more details. So I promise it won't be boring when you hear that, because there's a lot more in there.
So I have something here for Marianne. It's washi tape that says "Be Happy."
Sweet.
And I'm gonna put it on my board.
Oh, I love that. I was always the one that did the vision boards. I've always been the positive person. I just don't see any other way to be, especially when going through negative stuff like that. If I'm not positive, how much worse does that make it? You know?
Yeah, I always try to see my glass is always half full.
But I do say that I was blessed with that, to be able to do that. I believe that, I don't know, it's part of my personality, and I was blessed with that ability, and I'm so grateful for that.
My mom. I get it from my mom.
Ah, cool. I just way too much. Kathy, I just way too much.
Well, I do too now. Not working has a huge impact on your
wait till you hear my experience with breast implant illness, Kathy. Lost over 100 pounds and still way too much. Margie. Yeah, wait till you hear about that. We might have some things to discuss there. Cheran.
We've gone over.
We have been 2 hours.
Yes. And my phone is still hanging on. Look at that.
I say we end it while your phone is still hanging on, so we show it who's boss.
Okay. Yeah, I think threatening it was exactly what it needed.
I think kicking it to the curb made it give up.
Yeah, I told it that, this is it.
But
you're done. Yeah.
It's going to give up and say, fine, I'm just not even going to work anymore at all. So, okay.
Yeah.
Cheran, so I'm going to tell you, because I know you'll hate this.
What?
The collage that I just did was all torn up pieces of paper, and every single one of them was inked around the outside.
Did you really just sit and ink that much?
Oh, no, I inked it in front of the TV the other night.
Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. Well, it was already you already did the work. Yeah.
Yeah. And all I did was collage it. You'll be able to see it when you go back and look at it. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll have to go back and watch.
And the only reason I watched Gail Augustinelli do that, and it turned out really cool looking. And so I wanted to see it because I have never inked around every piece. And based on
Were they little pieces?
No, nice, decent, like.
But yeah, as long as they're not little teeny tiny pieces.
Yeah. So I mean,
yeah,
some of them are, and some of them cover other ones and whatever. But based on what we're going to do with it, I think that it would be. I think it might look kind of cool. That's why.
How has no one guessed it yet? No one's guessed it.
No one has guessed.
Should we tell them for being a part of the live tonight and for being a part of this bonding moment with us?
You're the boss of that phone. Yes, we are. All right. What do you think? Do you guys want to know what we're going to do with these?
Not yet, though. Don't tell anybody. It'll be like the crying game all over again.
Kathy says they both look good, both yours and mine.
Thank you.
You needed that. You knew that.
I made two. I've got a brown one and a pink one.
I made a pink and blue and purple one. And then I made this other one is all book pages and music pages.
Oh, that's nice.
All different kinds of books, all different kinds of music, and they're all inked around the outside.
Ladies, when you make these this week, definitely, oh my gosh, I'm just now holding up the tattoos. Definitely you can use substrate. You don't have to use a paper bag or a sugar roll or whatever. You're going to want them to be a little more solid anyway. So I'm probably going to, glue this onto something more that's thicker when I go to make the things that we're going to make. So
I would probably use some chipboard on mine or some cereal box.
Yeah, probably a cereal box or something for me.
Side of a cardboard, thin cardboard box or something like that. Thanks.
Okay, that was a hint. Anybody else?
Okay, yeah, that was a hint that we'll probably put them on. I will put them on a chipboard or something like that. Any
guesses?
Scrappy really likes mine. Thank you, Scrappy. A box. We're gonna make a box. We could just glue it on a box and make a really cool looking box.
We could, but we're not.
Any last minute guesses?
All right, let's take a vote. Who wants to know? Raise your hand.
Okay.
If you want to know.
Do a quick yes if you want to know now. Bookboard. No, that's a great idea though. Bookboards. Great.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a fabulous idea.
Yeah, you're gonna need the baby diaper box. So Crystal, start saving baby diaper boxes, cereal boxes, cracker boxes, all of those things. You can break them down, make them flat, but keep the boxes. That chipboard is invaluable for all the things you're
never buy it. Never ever buy it.
Yes, Margie says yes. Crystal says yes. Ginny says yes. Shirley says yes. Glynis says yes. Shirley says yes twice. Margie says solutions.
So we decided to call them prompts, right?
Yeah, hang on. Gigi says we're going to make a bit box.
Only if you haven't made one yet.
Glynis is raising her hand. So Cheran, I have one question for you.
Okay.
Do you open your Christmas presents early? Because you just are chomping at the bit to tell them.
No, I don't. I just thought I would leave them with something so that they are excited and ready to go.
Well, we hope they're excited.
I actually like to make other people open their gifts early. I am bad about that. I don't open mine early, but I do want I'd be like, oh, you got to see, I get like that. Yeah, I do.
You want to get somebody else in trouble and see a gift be opened. Well, you just don't want it to be you.
I want them to have some excitement and fun and a gift, I guess. I don't know. That's me.
Okay.
I'm just like, look at the really cool thing,
Oh, yeah, really. You want them to open your gift, huh? I love it when people.
No. I actually will not. You could tell me where they're at and they're not wrapped and I would not look.
No, you want the other people to unwrap your
gift. Yeah.
Because I want to enjoy it.
Because I'm so excited and I thought about it so much and, that's me.
Why not collage directly on the chipboard? Well, Glynis.
You could.
That would have been brilliant to do.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to, you could do that straight on the chipboard. That would be perfectly fine. They are ready. They are ready.
Well, the reason why I didn't go straight to the chipboard is because I'll probably use some of this and I'll do it one piece at a time while we make inchies. We're going to make inchies. Inchies and twin cheese. I've never made one, and I actually had to look it up. And of course, I'm new to paper craft, and I just thought, how cute would it be to make like a collage, and then next week we will use those collages as backgrounds for our inchies. And then with the inchies, we'll find new ways to make or to use those as well. Like, you know, I don't know, paper clips or something. Yeah. So
colorful, Julie, it can be colorful. The whole thing is just don't worry about, like, if you were making as a master board, you might want there to be, you know, focal points and certain things so that you really enjoyed looking at it. And so you don't need to worry about focal points because you're going to cut this up into little tiny 1-inch pieces.
And then you're going to give them focal points, each one. So yeah, you're going to, absolutely. It's going to be fun.
Here's the difference between Cheran, who's brand new to paper crafts, and Scrappy, who's been around paper crafts for 30 years, and Margie, same thing. The comment is, OMG, I didn't know anyone was still doing these.
Awesome. Awesome.
Oh,
well, then we're going to revive that.
Cheran said, what?
We will. Yeah, I had no idea. I have never heard of this. So, but I like the idea of making little 1-inch pieces of art. You know, it's such a cute little idea. Yeah. And these are backgrounds in the way that, you know, I might cover these. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I might put, you know, take a card and swipe gesso over it, you know, in spots, or I might throw some spray on it, or so, I don't know.
This is why I did two. I wanted to do one with color. So this one has color. And then I wanted to do one without color with just the inked edges. Tiles, same thing. Shirley's known them as tiles.
Oh, yeah.
Might as well add ATCs in there too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Christy, it's new to Crystal too, because she's new to this. So it is a lot of fun. I haven't done them for years either. You guys that are saying, what? I haven't done them for years. And they are fun, especially if it's not under pressure of a swap. It was always an inchy swap or a twinchy swap. And, you know, that's
no swap. Just for fun.
And I love artist trading cards too. I'm sure Crystal's going, what are ATCs? ATCs are
I had to ask that too.
Cards. And artist trading cards are about this big.
About the size of a playing card, right?
Yeah, exactly. About the size of a playing card.
I had to look them up one day on YouTube.
Crystal can look that up too. Artist trading coins are awesome. Those are round.
I saw those too.
Yeah. Instead of making a card, you make a round. Typically 2 to 3 inches. Is that right? 2.5 by 3 is the official. I can never remember. I'd have to look up every single time. 2.5 by 3.5 is the official dimensions of an ATC, because you know when you get those sheet protector things that have 9 baseball card holders.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
you put them in there like a business card thing.
Exactly. You should be able to put them into the baseball card holder page, an ATC in every one. So that's the size of an ATC. And so an artist trading circle, which is, or coin, or round, I've heard them called all three things, but ATC, artist trading coin, I like that because it stays with the ATC. It needs to fit in that same 3.5, so it can't be greater than 3.5 dimension. Right? Oh, Ginny says 2.5. Margie says 2.5, 2.5-inch diameter for the coin. Well, wait a minute. Oh, yes, because 3.5 is the length. It's rectangle. I'm sorry. Oh, goodness.
That might be a future project. We never know. And I know I'm not going to use this whole thing, you know, like, so that's why I did it on the sugar roll, so I could roll it up and stick it in my little bin of rolls and pull those out and use what I wanted.
Length and the width. The width is 2.5 inches, so they can't it has to be 2.5 inches in diameter, the circle, the round, the coin, so that you can also slide it into one of those pockets. And those pockets.
Do you guys know why we don't do swaps? We just we let you guys take care of that if you want to do it. We do have the random acts of kindness, but we don't want to require anybody to feel like they have to keep up with that, or, you know, and we don't have time to check on them and see where they're at, and, you know.
Yeah. I'm hoping tomorrow to get the rack list up so we can get everybody on it, because we have a lot of racks going on, you know, within our group. There are a lot of them happening, and people have to just ask for the address. And it would be nice sometimes to be able to do that without having to ask for their address. Crystal, being new, RAK, R-A-K, is a random act of kindness. And oftentimes people say, I would like to send this person something that I know that they're working on this kind of journal, and I have some things I'd like to send them, you know, some things, or this person is just getting started. I'd like to send her, you know, some extra, you know, basic stuff that I have. And it's just a random act of kindness. And so you can go to the list and get.
Crystal, were you a card maker? Sorry. Crystal was a card maker. Is that correct?
I don't know. Crystal, what's your background? Are you just entering paper crafts, or have you been in paper crafts and just entering the journal arena? I'm with you, Margie. I like racks. Swaps can get dicey. And that's exactly what Cheran and I agreed upon. If somebody wants to do swaps within the group, they are not official. They're not, you know, sanctioned, and we'll take no responsibility for them. But people can swap by all means. Feel free, if you want to swap. You know, that's totally up to you. But the racks, we do want to be able to provide that list, because there's a lot of racks going on, and that is just a much, I don't know, people can do that when they want, how they want. Julie says, here's her dilemma. She's not very good with coming up with her own ideas quickly.
That's okay. I'm always here. If you have a question or if you need something, same Crystal. If you have questions, or, you know,
message either of anytime, she can ask it in the group. Everybody is more than happy to help. So Julie, are you talking about like decorating the inchy or twinchy? That's probably what she's talking about. And I have a way to address that. Okay.
I was going to have them, I was going to kind of give a guideline to try to do all of them different, and and I was going to come up with a list that they could go to help make them think a little bit, you know, like, and pick 3 things from the list, like dust something off that you haven't used for a while, or something you have never thought to use in your junk journal that's in your art room, or something blue, or something red, or, you know, like a pick 3 sort of list. Do you get it?
Yep.
And then we might use that for our prompt live in the future too. I mean, I think once I form the list, I think we could definitely use it for other things. So is that helpful, Julie?
Yeah, okay, I'm reading comments here. So let me catch up here. Margie used to have an ATC swap group and had to angel a lot. That means people flaked out a ton.
Right.
And yeah, that's not fun. Crystal says, to be completely honest, I've never done this. Always wanted to start, but never knew what till I came across your video and got inspired. Scrappy. That's awesome.
Wonderful.
Really awesome, Crystal. That's exactly our goal. So thank you for sharing that. And you're in the right place.
Yeah.
We actually have a lot of people in our group that have never done junk journaling or things like.
My cousin Amy.
Yeah. My niece is in our group, and you haven't seen anything from her because she's a photographer. She's never done any of these paper crafts. There's a lot of people that have not done these things, but what we want to show is that everybody is creative. You just don't always know it, and we don't always know how to pull it out of ourselves.
Or just where to start.
Yeah. And it's just too easy to think, well, I'm not creative, I don't have imagination. But no matter what the art is, all the different things that people are doing, whether it's embroidery or knitting or crocheting or quilting or scrapbooking or photography or junk journals, that how much they all cross over, and how many things, that you have in one that you can use in the other. I mean, you can crochet little flowers that you can use in your junk journal. There's just everything crosses over, everything. And so if you look at everybody else's art from the perspective of just letting it inspire you, and what does it make you feel, and what does it make you think of, and where does it make your brain go, and just let your mind wander, then your creativity can start to come out. Most of us have squelched our creativity for so long out of fear of being judged, or being not as good, or told that we're not any good at it, or all those things. And it's not.
We're telling ourselves.
Yeah. So it's always nice when somebody says, hey, I've never done this before, but I want to do this. And that's great, because we're not going to push information on somebody. But if we know you've never done it before and that you want all the information you can get, we are happy to give you all the information, all the help, all the resources, send you to, videos, things like that. Whatever, everything we can do, whatever we can do.
And if you post in the group, everybody is helpful.
Yes.
You'll find all day long, anytime you post a question or need an answer to something, they will, if we're not available, somebody is going to step up and answer that question. So, and it's a great group, great group.
Amazing, amazing people. So Julie, what we're going to do is, now you have all week to collage your page, and you only need one, because if you're going to, 1 8.5 by 11, when somebody said how many do we need to do, because you can cut that into, 1-inch squares and even 2-inch squares. And if the prompt is to make 10 inches, you only need 10 inches down. So it's 11 long. You go across that 1 inch. Look how little you've taken off of it. But more, or we can do all kinds of other things. You can take inches and use them to embellish a twinchy. Really,
she's lost her mind now. She's just making up words.
Now I know just let my creativity go. So what we're going to do next Saturday, if you make your collage page, then next Saturday, Cheran and I will take these 2 collage pages, and you can watch us make our inchies. And you can ask questions, and we'll throw out tips about how to put them together. You're like, I don't even know where to start. We can give you tips on where to start, what to grab, and then where to go from there. Using foam.
So use your scraps, though. Use your scraps up, ladies, so your buckets don't get out of hand.
Yeah.
You can use fabric on these. Just make sure you don't have a focal point, because you might get married to something and realize you're going to be cutting it up.
Yeah.
And then or cover it up. So, like, this is a background. This is a jumping off point. We're not, married to any of this.
It's the background.
Just scraps. It's just scraps. Yep. And it's only paper. What can go wrong? You dump your glue. What can go wrong? I could do that. I could totally do that.
You don't have to spread it, because it's already, or all you have to do is spread it and put things down.
Then just turn your paper upside down, dip it in, and go. Yeah. It's only paper. We can always cover it. And if you don't like a corner of your collage, that's fine too. You can paint over it. You can stencil over it. There's just a lot of things you can do with it. So you can stencil in your background too here. I might actually just take a stencil and go over it here and there and call it my background still too with my collage. So that's fine too. Use any medium you want.
Yeah.
But scraps.
I'm looking at the comments. So Shirley's working on her first junk journal. Yay. So excited. Scrappy. There's no wrong way to be creative. That's it. That is absolutely right. My creative
so
is not
true.
Cheran's creative. Look at our tables here. They're very different.
Yeah.
It's okay. Everybody starts somewhere. So Crystal's excited to start, and she doesn't have a lot of stuff. And
that's okay. Use your junk mail.
Everybody has told her that you know that we love to help you, which we do. And
it's all around you, all your papers.
Yeah, but there are a lot of us that have a lot of stuff. She's barely getting her things together and doesn't have the craft stuff that we do yet. So, Shirley's albums. See, now that's something that people who've made journals maybe not have made albums. So we'd love to see some pictures of those, Shirley. Yeah, Crystal can private message me her address because she's in the group now. And then, Crystal, with your permission, I will give your address to those who want to share some starter things with you to help you get up and running. Because, you know, if you were here, we'd say, come on over and use and take some, you know. We all, everybody here would do that.
Share. Yep.
And I do like, Shirley, I mean, everybody's willing to share. So,
yeah.
Okay, Julie did she did a couple of inchies a couple of weeks ago. And she's got the paper done. Let's see here. She already has the papers that are stamped and blended. Perfect. So they're ready then to embellish, Julie. And so I said, make inchies and put them on a twinchy. And then who was it? Shirley, who said, then no, maybe it was Margie, said, take the twinchy and use it to embellish an ATC. Then you use that to embellish the front of a journal.
So it's just squares on squares on squares.
Exactly, but they're not sitting square. You know,
however you want them to sit.
Yeah. Oh, we've touched Crystal's heart. Look at that. Yeah, last week I was the one blubbering, Crystal, so it's okay. They can't hear you. You can, blow your nose, let the tears come. It's okay.
Sometimes we have to do that. We do. Sometimes you got to get it out.
You know, well, and that's because all these people, all these awesome ladies that have said that they want to send her something to help her. Everybody's and here's the thing. Every single one of them is going to be different. And so she's going to have all this stuff
that's the fun
to pull together and choose from to make stuff. So that's amazing.
Okay. And here's a tip. You might not know what your style is. You just have to play with your stuff. Just get messy, roll those sleeves up, get in there. And after a while, your style will come to you.
Perfect. That is it. That is it. Perfect. I want you to remember this phrase.
Just do it.
Ooh, Shirley makes paper. So Crystal, throw out a color to her. She's going to make you some handmade paper that you can put into your journal. Crystal likes color. She likes bright colors. But Crystal, if you throw out, a color or two, and then Shirley can choose from that you might like. But this is what I want you to remember. Done is better than perfect.
Yeah.
Done is better than perfect.
It's always perfect if you feel like it's done.
We always tend to not want to put it out there, because it's not perfect. I don't think it's as good as so-and-so's. I can't make an album like Scrappy can. I can't, fussy cut like Glynis can. I can't, all these things. And so we don't put it out there. We wait until we get it perfect. But the thing is you can never get it to perfect, what you think is perfect, until you just get it out there. And you get it out there, and then you start, tweaking it if you want to. And you put it out there, and everybody else looks at it and goes, wow. And it would blow your mind to know that there's somebody else thinking the same thing about you. I can't.
Everybody's style's different too.
Put it out there because mine isn't as good as hers. And you were thinking you couldn't put it out there. Everybody feels that way. So just get it out. And that's part of the reason. That's a big part of the reason why our group is private. So that when you make something, you can post the picture. You can ask for suggestions. You can just put it out to say, hey, I'm just bearing my soul to show you what I made, and
it's true though.
Say, and it really helps your self-confidence in progressing as an artist to get their comments back. So anyway,
and you'll evolve too that way. And no one is there to judge you. We judge ourselves harder than anyone would ever judge us. We are not there to judge. We are there to encourage and inspire.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. And she's a purple pink girl. Yay.
I
I love
love
it.
pink and purple.
I love it. Red, purple, and pink. Love that.
Me
Okay.
too.
So everybody probably knows that and is already, some of them I can tell are already standing up and putting a package together right now for her. I can
I can hear them.
I can. Okay, so all of you, if you go into the group in Facebook and just private message me, I will send you Crystal's address, and she is going to have an amazing week next week. Yeah.
Christmas. Be like Christmas.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gigi, this was an amazing chat tonight. It really was.
Thank you.
I just, yeah, I love this group. People are so awesome, so amazing. It's like quarantine doesn't even matter when you've got this group, because it's like we have best friends here, and it's like you're right here in my studio with me.
Right.
Yes, we are, Scrappy.
Right.
Yes, we are.
It's just, it was a really good chat tonight. I feel like we bonded, and I feel like that was just really good for all of us.
Yep. It was.
Except I couldn't read the comments, but you know, I have you, my translator, so it's cool.
Yeah. It was a great day. Now I need to go do some invoices. So.
Yeah. And we went way over tonight. We're going to be out of our time for next week.
We'll discuss that.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Chamomile tea, that sounds great. See, Crystal just already felt comfortable enough to admit that she deals with panic attacks.
Yeah, don't do, yeah. There's no panic attack in art. You just do you.
That's exactly, and that's what she's saying. I'll be relaxed crafting. Yeah.
It actually helps so much. It's therapy.
It does. It is something that doctors suggest taking up, you know, when you deal with anxiety and panic attacks. And a lot of us are very familiar with that. So never hesitate to reach out to anybody in the group. We're always here for you. So, all right. I feel like I don't want to leave you guys, because I feel like we just need to all go in the bedroom or in the kitchen and get some chamomile tea and then go sit in the living room. But
and chat some more. Yeah.
We do need to go. So
yeah.
All, thanks for coming tonight. And thanks for that 5 hours this afternoon with me, and then another, 2.5
yeah.
Amazing. Well, absolutely amazing. Yes.
Gigi, and I can't wait to see your pictures.
Yes. We will post pictures of our collages, and if you'll post pictures of yours as you get them done throughout the week, that would be awesome. Would love.
We look forward to seeing them.
Everyone, gentle hugs to everyone. Big fat, lengthy hugs to everyone. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
And you guys have a good night. Thank you so much.
Okay. That sounds great. Thanks, guys. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.